Hi, my name's Charlotte Bristow. I am an analyst on the complaints team. I've been at Empower for just over 2 years now, and when I first started I came as an agency member of staff. I've worked in the business movers back office team, then I went down to complaints as a case handler, and then I've just moved on to as an analyst on the complaints team. A lot of what I do is managing the complaints mailboxes because there's a lot of traffic that comes in. I do a lot of managing the work for the guys that deal with the ombudsman team, so we deal with a lot of third parties, go on regular visits to the ombudsman, and then a lot of what I do as well is to do with analysing the stuff that's coming in for complaints, so seeing where we're getting stuff rising, if there's more complaints coming in one area than another, trying to find out why that is, looking for root causes, and seeing if we can make changes to the rest of the business that's going to stop the complaints or reduce the amount of complaints coming in. I really enjoy working on complaints because you just see such a wide array of complaints coming in, and it's a real challenge, so you've always got to try and think about different ways that you can resolve a customer's complaint, because the end goal is always to try and resolve it in an amicable way. I mean, in some cases we're not always able to do that, but I find that it's a really challenging and really dynamic environment to work in, and the team are really up for the challenge, and everybody's always discussing different ways to do things, so it's a really good team to work on. Well, I never really thought I'd get into the energy industry, but the best thing about working for Empower specifically, I'd say, is that there's always stuff going on, and there's always things to get involved in, all the Macmillan stuff that they do. I took part in the London Marathon this year for Macmillan, and Empower were really supportive, and there was a big team of us that was all doing it. So I feel like there's a real you do get a real sense of a community working for Empower, and that everybody's really supportive of each other. I did a degree in psychology, so it was never really my plan, and when I first started it was just as a full-time job after finishing uni. But I found that the energy industries, again, it's similar to Empower. It's so dynamic, there's always something new going on. Fair enough, we get a lot of stick, but there's always new challenges, and with the whole smart metering rollout, that's going to completely change the way the energy industry works, so I think it's a really good place to be at the moment. What keeps me at Empower is that there's always new opportunities, and it's not a place where it could ever really get stagnant. If you want to progress, and if you want to get on, if you want to really make a career out of it, there is always those opportunities, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment. There's always room for you to keep progressing and keep developing new skills and extending your knowledge base.